So let us start with a new chapter. So see here, now we are going to begin with another new chapter. There are two combination chapters. One will be prospectus and another one will be share capital. So both are two connected sections and connected chapters together. So we are going to start with share capital and prospectus, or prospectus and share capital. In both the chapters put together, there are 20 most sorted out sections are there. Okay, those 20 sections we are going to first cover. From those 20 sections, probably 3 questions has to come in the coming examination, because remaining after that 20 are simple questions and easy questions only. Okay, main target is on those 20 very extremely important sections from the chapters, prospectus and share capital. So please come to prospectus chapter first. Shall we? Okay. See here. When it comes to prospectus chapter, what are the things I am going to discuss? Let me first make it clear. Number 1, we are going to cover types of prospectus first. What is it? Types of prospectus. In types of prospectus, write down prospectus chapter. What are the sections we are going to cover in this session? Even in the prospectus chapter, 90% all the concepts will cover. All important and difficult ones will cover. Small questions will be there. Those I will leave it for you. Remaining all big questions I will be covering in the class. Read. Right there. Types of prospectus. First one. Red herring prospectus. Red herring prospectus. Offer for sale by members. Deemed prospectus. Abridged prospectus. Shelf prospectus. Information memorandum. From this, one question will come in exam. Number 2. Liabilities for misstatements in prospectus. In this also we are going to cover some sections. Write down. Criminal liability. Civil liability. Fraudulent inducement. Others. Number 3. Allotment related. Allotment related. Procedure for allotment, underwriting. Procedure for allotment and underwriting. From these two, one question will come in exam. Okay? Count how many types of section, how many number of sections we are covering here? 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 2, 12. Okay? 12. Actually, these are 14 sections, not even 12. Others, there are 2 sections, 3 sections totally. So, around 40 to 15 sections we will cover in this. Listening everyone? So, share capital chapter also like this. I will first sort out all the important questions. Okay, first we will cover those important contents and close the chapters. Okay. So, first point number 1. What is the first thing we are going to cover in this chapter? Answer. Types of prospectus. How many types of prospectus are there? See the screen. Number 1, red herring prospectus. Number 2, offer for sale. Number 3, deemed prospectus. Number 4, abridged prospectus. Number 5, shelf prospectus. Number 6, information memorandum. These are the various types of questions or sections as the case may be. Let us start first with the red herring prospectus. Okay. All prospectus, 4-5 lines, I will first explain the summary. Okay. Keep the heading. Number 1. Red herring prospectus. Section 32. Section 32. Shall we? See here. If you properly listen, we'll complete this chapter in no time. Okay? 1.5 hours is the time given for this small chapter, easy chapter, but students are leaving because of the reason that they don't understand types of prospectus clearly. Therefore, they could not read and remember. They are leaving the chapter. So, let's not do that. There are 2 important slots in this. Number 1, types of prospectus. Number 2, liabilities for misstatements in prospectus. If you understand that 95% of the chapter is completed, remaining all are bacha, small sections that you can read on your own. Mainly, people are uncomfortable with. Now, immediately, if I ask you a question, red herring prospectus, offer for sale, deemed prospectus, abridged shelf information memorandum. Can anyone answer? Did you understand my question? Can anyone stand up and answer to all these 5, at least summary? That's the problem with this chapter. This chapter is not problematic from the other contents. Problem is with the contents what I am discussing now. Listening? So, again I also take the mic. Allotment must be done within 15 days. If allotment is application money taken should be 90% of total subscription. Have you heard this? Answer. If a company accepts money with a view to allot the securities to the public, such a company will issue a prospectus to the issue house. Do you understand this? No. Do you know why? This is deemed prospectus content. That is a normal allotment content. Allotment of securities, all these things, everyone will read. Problem in this chapter is not with allotment procedures. Problem is with the types of prospectus. That's why examination you take 10 question papers. 10 question papers la prospectus will be there. In 10 papers, 6 papers la you will find question coming on types of prospectus. Understood? What student don't read, institute will be interested to ask question on that. Prospectus students are not understanding, they are giving questions on that. So, let us first target on types of prospectus. Let's complete. After that, liabilities question is the second most important questions. Clear? We'll complete that. After that, we'll come to the allotment related at the last. Okay? Let us understand one by one. What is the first type? Red herring prospectus. Each and every section, and again, 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock is a Rahu Gandam time. Rahu Gandam time means not in technical terms. In the Madri, There will be Rahu Ganam time. So it's Rahu Kalam time, be careful. Important concepts are discussed during that time only. So my target is by 5 o'clock we have to complete prospectus. Like how I put the target for general meeting, my target is 5 o'clock. I have to complete this 8-mark chapter. Once completed, I will start with another 8-marks area called as share capital. With that, I will be very, very happy that all difficult areas will be done. So please concentrate, understand, listen carefully. Shall we? Let's begin. What is the name? Red herring prospectus. Why it will be issued, when it will be issued, what is prospectus, what are the characters? Let us understand. Point number 1. Whenever companies are going for IPO, IPO means name clear, initial. That's the first time I am going for public. First time going into public. When I am going for first time to the public, market price will not be there. When market price will be there? Already listed company, na market price will be there. Mine is already listed or not listed? Not listed. Now going for listing. Therefore, I don't have any market price now. Therefore, when the market price is not there for the company now, how can it give a IPO price to the public? This much you pay. Listening or not? Listen carefully to the point. I repeat, whenever companies are going for IPO, they don't know at what price they have to issue the shares. They don't know how many shares to issue also. When I don't have a clarity on how many shares to issue, how much price to issue, I will go by survey method. Which method? Survey method. I will put one person called as book running lead manager. Batteries. Very weak. So, I will put one person called as a book running lead manager. Repeat. This person will conduct an online bidding. What bidding? Online bidding will be conducted. Okay. Participants will participate. We will be given 2 prizes. Floor prize, cap prize. Everyone, tell me what prizes? Cap prize. Why floor prize, cap prize? We will not give main price because we don't know how much price to quote. Okay. Our company wanted to go for a public offer. If you keep higher price, people will not be interested to buy. If you keep lower price, unnecessarily you are only demeaning your company. Higher price is a problem, lower price is a problem. I want a correct pricing. Listening. Therefore, on a scientific basis, they will first calculate one price. That price is called as a base price. What price? Base price will be calculated. Okay. Now, I will call this as a floor price. Which price? Floor price. Plus 20% to this will become cap price. Become cap price. All of you are participants. You can buy between these 2 prices. Let us say this is 100 and this is 120. Floor? Very bad. Floor? Cap? 120. Okay. First, I am one of the bidder. Bidding process. Online bidding will be done. Bidding process will be done. Okay. We will be given bidding chance. Koushik Mukhesh clicked on 104 rupees for 1000 shares. 104 rupees for 1000 shares. So tell me, how many shares I subscribe? 1000. Correct? Next participant. Let's say she is also participating. She clicked on 1500 shares at 107. Means maximum she is interested with paying how much? 107 rupees. What happened? Zuma. Who muted? Hey, they are scolding you, batch in charge. They are asking, batch in charge engirke. Do you know you will become popular on YouTube also? I'll put this. So listen. So one participant, I participated in the bidding process. I clicked on 104 for 1000 shares. She clicked on 1500 shares at 107. Likewise, bidders will participate. They will bid. any price between those two. Listening? Lower price is 100. Higher price is, this is called as a price band. What band? Price band. A band containing lower, higher. Lower 100, higher 120. Between these two values you can quote anything. Listening? Now listen. On the basis of requests received online, they will finalize maximum how many shares to issue, at what final price we need to issue. Listening? She quoted how much? 107. I quoted it how much? 104. Final price is 106. Final price is 106. I have to pay extra 2. She has to get a refund of 1. Listening or not, everyone in the class? Next point number 2. Try to understand how it will be applicable. Red herring. Listening? Tell me. Now you answer. I will ask a question. Who is subscribing? Bidders are subscribing. Correct or not? Bidding process will be done physically or online? Online. Zero the app, if you open today, I will show you. Existing IPOs are going on. Okay. IPOs are going on even today. Today is also there is a IPO. IPO, if, or else during break time before I will show you. Okay. Break before I will show you how IPO process and the book building process will be done. This is not a regular session. I can't explain background everything now, wasting your time. From exams point of view, what you need to read with regard to red herring prospectus. Listen carefully. Bidding process will be done physically or online? Answer. Online. Okay. How much price I am quoting? How much she quoted? Some person quoted 110, one person quoted 101. Like that everyone is quoting their own prices. Listening. What you know about company? What do you know about company? How do you know that the price is between these two? Therefore, company, before opening the online bidding, will release a red herring prospectus. Will release a? Everyone will release a? At least one day before the opening of issue, you need to issue the red herring prospectus first. Let the public read your prospectus, know about your company, then they will come for bidding process. Clear or not, everyone? In that red herring prospectus, we will not give price, we will give prices. We will not give price, we will give prices. What prices? Floor price, cap price. Means full particulars of price will not be available. What will not be available? Full particulars of price will not be available. Why it is not available? We wanted to know at what price to issue on the basis of bidding process done. On basis of bidding process done. How many shares I subscribe? How many shares you subscribe? 1500. Another person 5000. Another person 10,000. Totally there are 5,000 bidders participated. All of them total together 50 lakh shares they are ready to buy. How many shares? 50 lakh. Now tell me, now company has a estimate. If I go for public offer, how many people will buy? 50 lakh people will buy. Number 1, understood. Number 2, everyone have given their prices or not? I gave 104, she gave 107, another person gave 101, another person gave 119. All the prices, they will calculate average. They will calculate the average. That average price will be called as a cut-off price. What price? That came to 106. That came to how much? 106. Cut-off price. This is the final price. I subscribed it. 104. She subscribed it. She will get a refund of 1. I will be paying a amount of 2. I will be given 3 days time. In this 3 days time, you have to pay the money, or else allotment will be cancelled to you. Understood the entire procedure or not? Now tell me, what you read to invest in this company? What you read? Red herring prospectus. Red herring prospectus will contain all particulars or will not contain? Will contain everything. 570, 600 pages content it will be, except 2 things. Complete particulars of price or quantum of securities to be issued. These two only we don't know. What we don't know? Complete particulars. I will have particulars of price. What will not be there? Complete particulars of price will not be there. Will be there or will not be there? One by one tell me what prospectus we read. It will be issued by a company going for. They don't know the price. They don't know the price. They wanted to extract the price from the public demand. Public demand. Therefore, in the prospectus we have complete particulars. No complete particulars. No complete particulars. No complete particulars of two things. Number one, price. Number two, quantum of securities and a number of securities to be issued. We don't know. To know the demand for the company, price and number of shares, we conduct a survey. Conduct a survey. Who will participate? Bidders will participate. They will click on number of shares. They will click on price. They will click on and they will click on the basis of demands received. Then we will announce the final price. Then we will announce the final number of shares in the final prospectus. In the final prospectus. So how many prospectus we will release? Two. Number one, red herring prospectus, final prospectus. Red herring prospectus la complete particulars of price there or not there? Final prospectus la there. Quantum of securities there or not there? Not there. Final prospectus la there. These two things are same in both the prospectus are different. The difference you should show as variations in quotations. What are the variations between the red herring prospectus and main prospectus? You should show as variations in the prospectus. Understood the point or not? Now I will give you 1 minute time. Read section number 32 and confirm whether you understood or not. Read fast. Have you read it or not? Tell me. Company proposing to make an offer of securities may issue a red herring prospectus when prior to issue of a prospectus. Number one. Okay, na? Next point. Point number two. Read. A company proposing to issue a red herring prospectus shall file it with the registrar at least how many days? 3 days prior to the opening of subscription list and the offer. Subscription list means application money. Next. Red herring prospectus shall carry same obligations as applicable for prospectus. That means how rules are applicable for normal prospectus equally applies to the red herring prospectus also. Next. Very important. Read. Any variation between RHP and the main prospectus shall be highlighted as variations. I told you the point or not? Tell me, by the time we close the public offer, by the time we close the IPO, by the time we close the IPO and by the time we prepare final prospectus, we are having the price band, final price. Answer. Don't have a clarity on the number of shares. Quantum of shares is known. Therefore, both of them mentioned in the final prospectus and file with the ROC and SEBI. Read. Upon closing of offer of securities, prospectus stating, stop there. Red herring prospectus stating prospectus stating means which prospectus this is? Final prospectus stating therein total capital raised, either by debt or equity capital, and closing price. What do you make closing price? Flora, kappa, final of the securities, and any other details not included in RHP shall be filed with the registrar and SEBI. Red herring prospectus means a prospectus which does not include complete particulars of quantum or price of the securities included therein. Understood the logic entirely clearly? 1 minute time, read it properly, we go with the writing part. I will ask some questions, answer that, and then you write the notes. But before that, please read it properly. Read. Okay. Shall I write the notes? Write down. Point number 1. Fastly write down. I will dictate the notes. Write down fast. Tell me which prospectus heading you kept? Red herring prospectus. Write down. RHP does not contain complete particulars of price and quantum of securities. RHP does not contain complete particulars of price. Complete particulars of price and quantum of securities. Second one. File RHP with ROC. File RHP with ROC at least 3 days. At least 3 days prior to the opening of offer. Prior to the opening of offer. Number 3. RHP will be issued prior to the issue of final prospectus. RHP will be issued prior to the issue of final prospectus. Okay. Next. Point number 3 or 4? 4. RHP has all the obligations like final prospectus. RHP contains all obligations like a final prospectus. Means whatever obligations are applicable for final prospectus, all are equally applicable for red herring prospectus. Simply do you know what is the meaning? If you do overaction in red herring prospectus, same liabilities what are applicable for final prospectus will apply also to this. No concession, no discounting. Listening or not? Next, point number 3 or 4 or 5? 5. Write down. The differences between, you should tell and write, the differences between RHP and final prospectus, the differences between RHP and final prospectus shall be noted as variations. Shall be noted as variations. That's all. See here, sir, this concepts, this topic, prospectus chapter is very, very extremely complicated chapter. Revision session time, I can't tell you the entire background. Original classes, if you would have come, I would have shown you Zomato's red herring prospectus. Do you remember? I explained line by line how this works. Zomato prospectus, I shown you and I said how it works. That all I can't do now. If you understand all those, even without reading, you can write the exam notes. You can understand. But in the limited time that is available for us, I'm trying to explain you how to write and present in exam. Listen, these are all the important contents you need to write in the examination as well. So, if you could not understand any point inside that, try to read and remember. That's the only option available at this time. Listening, I am simplifying it and I am giving you the notes. At least read that and write in examination. How many points you have written? That's all. That will be given for 4 marks in exam. Red herring prospectus. Those 5 points you have to present it. Meaning of those 5 points did you understand clearly? Yeah. Number 1 completed. Number 2, prospectus 2, type 2. What we completed? Red herring prospectus. Very good. Continue. Second one. Offer for sale by the members. Offer for sale by the members. Section 28. I am putting it on the screen. If you want, you can see. Offer for sale by the members. Okay. First, I will explain the logic. Then you can go for understanding part. See here. Shall we continue? See here. LIC went for public offer. Which one? Class I shown you. Regular class, volume of sale, whatever LIC has done. Normally you understand now. LIC went on a public offer. When it went for a public offer? 2021 December it went for public offer. 2021 December. Public offer started. November started. December they completed the procedures, everything. Allotment also done. 2021-22 time beginning LIC went on public offer. Successful public offer. Not super success, but success. Successful public offer made with LIC. Why I am expressing that is exactly LIC went on section 28. Section 28. What is this 28, sir? Listen carefully. LIC's net worth. LIC net worth. Net worth of LIC is running in. Net worth of LIC means total of all the assets of LIC. Total of all the assets of LIC minus liabilities, outside liability. Minus outside liability. If you remove, its net worth is somewhere equivalent to, somewhere nearing equivalent to around 25 lakh crores. How much? 25 lakh crores is the net worth of LIC. So such a big organization, yeah, worldwide, one of the biggest insurance company. Obviously it will have. Problem is not with that. Do you know what is the volume of public offer? Do you know what is the cash balance in LIC? LIC's cash balance is 2.5 lakh crores. Cash balance. Bank and physical cash. 2.5 lakh crores is the cash balance with LIC in bank account or somewhere. Do you know what is the question I am going to ask you? Do you know what is the public offer volume they went? 21,000 crores. How much? 21,000 crores. LIC went for public offer. Smaller, bigger? Extremely small for LIC. When I have a cash balance of 2 lakh crores, why I go for public offer of 21,000 crores here? 21,000 crores is big for any company, not for LIC. Listening, huh? Yes, since you haven't done articles, you don't understand certain practical implications on balance sheet. I will tell you an example. No client in this India will maintain cash balances more than the loans. More than the loan. I will give one classic example here. Listen carefully. Apply this. You went to a bank. You asked the bank, please give me loan. Bank asked, okay, we will give. Bring your income tax statement, they said. IT returns will be there. Along with that, bring your balance sheet, they said. or bring your income tax statement, they said. Income tax key, two documents will be there. ITR form, computation statement. Tell. ITR form, computation statement. What is ITR form? Form given by the department. Computation statement, working notes of how they came. Listening, P&L balance sheet computation statement. Balance sheet la cash will be there na. Cash is 20 lakhs. He went to a bank loan. He asked the bank, please give me 10 lakh loan for purchase of a car worth 10 lakh. Banker, what he will do? First he will take one slipper made of leather. Till he goes to his home, he will run and hit. Reason is, are you an idiot or what? Your balance sheet 20 lakhs cash is there. You can use that amount to buy the car or not? Answer, yeah. Then why you are coming to me? Banks will never give the loan if your cash balance is going beyond the loan requirement. And not going beyond, even if your cash is 60-70% of the loan requirement also they don't give. That's why never we made our clients to maintain cash balances. We will show in some of the other form, stocks, so something we will show. Closing stock, in that we will merge everything, kirkiri we will do. But we never show the cash balances physically. Reason, I told you, na? This is a point. Listening, generally what people will do is, they will withdraw the cash. Withdraw the cash. They will give self-check, they will withdraw the cash. Once they withdraw the cash, cash will come or not. We will show that we purchased some stock, but we will never buy. Understood? But we will not show the cash balances on balance sheet. Same problem LIC now. You answer, I will listen. Cash balance of 2 lakh crores. Listening, it went to public offer of 20,000 crores. Then why public didn't hit LIC with Chappal? They made money. Reason is LIC didn't go for public offer. Members of LIC, being government of India, sold its shares to public. Who? Who is the member of LIC? 76% of the stake of LIC is in whose hands? Government of India. Government of India want money. They sold their stake to public like you and me. Previously, who is the only shareholder of LIC? Government. Now, Koushik Mukhesh is also a shareholder of LIC. What? You can also buy it, is trading. So, my point is, even you also can buy. If you have 1,000 rupees, share price is 1,000 somewhere around now. You can buy. Sorry, okay. Leave about LIC. Listen, understand the concept. Now listen carefully. LIC don't have 20,000 crores, has. Then why you go for public offer? That's why I'm telling you again. LIC didn't go for public offer. Members of LIC, being government of India, sold their 3.2% of stake. How much percent? 3.2% equals to 21,000 crores. Understood the point or not? How much government has sold? 3.2% of their stake. They sold. They sold. LIC didn't issue shares. Existing shares of the members are sold. Sold to whom? Public. Then public catch. They also purchased it. That's all. Are you understanding the point or not? Now tell me. Previously, LIC shares are only in the hands of government. Now it is in the hands of public. That's why they call it public offer. Technically, IPO is not made. Listening or not? Now you tell me. LIC raised money from public offer. Statement made is right or wrong? Very bad response coming from the class. LIC raised money out of public offer. Right or wrong? No, wrong. LIC didn't raise the money. Who raised money? Members of LIC sold their stake and got the money. Now who sold? Everyone. Members of the members of whom? Not answering. Members of whom? LIC. LIC is a company here in our case. Okay? See the screen once. LIC, public, Members of LIC. Tell me. LIC member. First one, members of LIC. Next one, LIC. Next one, public. Now listen carefully. Members of LIC will not directly sell. Will not directly sell. Sale happens through LIC. Sale happens through LIC. What they will do? These people will go to the board of directors of LIC. Go to the board of directors of LIC. They will tell LIC, please give a public notice saying that you are going to sell your shares. Who is going to sell? LIC shares are under sale. LIC shares are under sale. Okay? Therefore, LIC will give offer for sale. Will give offer for sale. What offer? What offer? Offer for sale of what? Offer for sale of rocks. Offer for sale of its shares. Offer for sale of its shares held by the members of the company at a particular price. At a particular price. Start again. Who wanted to sell? Bad response. Who wanted to sell? Directly they will sell through the company. First these people will approach to the, request the board of directors to make a announcement, offer. Contract Act, have you read? Everyone, have you read Contract Act? Every contract starts with a offer and acceptance, correct? I should give a, you should be accepting the offer. So what is mandatory? Offer and acceptance is mandatory. Clear? Who will give the offer? LIC will give offer directly on behalf of members. On behalf of members, what they will do? Very bad response again. Offer for sale of its shares at a particular price. To whom? To whom? This offer for sale contains a document. In the document, we will give every detail about the company. Every detail about the company. And then we will tell, we are selling. If you want, you can buy. This offer for sale is this document will be deemed as prospectus. This document shall be deemed as prospectus, and this contain all liabilities. If you do any nonsense in this offer document, it will be treated as if like a normal prospectus only. This is a prospectus or not a prospectus? Not a prospectus. Actually it is what? Offer document. But I am deeming that offer document is the prospectus. Understood the concept clearly? Now tell me, who made the offer for sale act? Sorry, who are ready to sell? Members of LIC. Now remove LIC, put the company. Okay, who want to sell? Bad. Everyone, who wanted to sell? To whom? Public. But they can't sell directly. No one will buy. Therefore, announcement should officially come from the company. So they will approach the board of company. Company will make an announcement saying that I am going to open the company for public. When public offer opens, LIC will sell. Members of LIC will sell through LIC. Will sell through LIC. But LIC will give the offer document to public. What document? Offer document. Offer document, offer price also will be there. That offer document given by company to the public will be deemed as a prospectus. Answer one. This is what said in section number 28. Please read. Now I said you the logic, na? As it is, section will be there. Start reading. One second, I will make it full screen. Words also will be same. Read now. Where certain members of a company propose in consultation with the board of directors to offer in accordance with the provisions of the law for the being in force, whole or part of their holding. Stop. In our example, government is selling full holding 3.2%. To whom? They may do so in accordance with the procedure. Okay, continue. Any document by which offer of sale to the public is made. Stop. Any document by which offer of sale to the public is made, for all purposes be deemed to be the prospectus issued by company. All the laws, rules, etc. as to liability will apply also to the prospectus. Now, did you get the point or not? All the points contained whatever I explained as an example or not? That's what I wanted to tell. These are the two important points that we need to remember here. Everyone understood the concept clearly? But tell me, company issued what? Advertisement it has to give or not? Offer for sale printing has to be done or not? Who will incur all the expenses? Company will incur. LIC will incur. Really LIC going for public offer? But on your behalf, I spent all the money or not? The members who got the benefit will reimburse the cost to the company. That's what you want to tell here. How common sense the sections are. You will not understand all this logic. Directly you will read this. 1% also you don't understand. You will leave the chapter and go to exam. He will ask the question. Read it. Read the section. Complete it fast. Okay? Did you understand the content clearly? Write down the notes. Okay? First we need to understand how to write this examination. Stepwise we need to write point 1. Point 1. Members in consultation with BOD. Members in consultation with BOD. Members in consultation with BOD proposes. Members in consultation with BOD proposes to sell their shares to the public. Sell their shares to the public. Number 2, company on behalf of the members. Company on behalf of members. Company on behalf of members will issue a offer document for sale. Will issue an offer document for sale to the public. And that offer document shall be deemed to be and that offer document shall be deemed to be the prospectus issued by the company. Prospectus issued by the company. Okay. Next point. Point number 3. Point number 3. All liabilities applicable for a prospectus. All liabilities applicable for a prospectus. All liabilities applicable for a prospectus shall apply also to the offer for sale. Shall apply to the offer for sale. Okay. Last point. Point number 4. Read out. The members on whose behalf offer for sale is made the members on whose behalf offer for sale is made the members on whose behalf offer for sale is made. Tell me what they have to do. The members on whose behalf offer for sale is made, what they have to do? Write down. Made shall reimburse expenses to the company. Shall reimburse expenses to the company. That's all. Next, come to section number 25. Length is very big there, but we will summarize and write in 6 points also. This easy only, but once we need to give one reading. Do one thing, I will make it full screen, just give one reading for a minute. Listen carefully. Prospectus chapter, I will spend time on prospectus types. Civil criminal liability, 2 minutes only I will spend. Dead easy areas. Just you need to know that there is a concept in that way. After that you can read and remember, because those are penalties. Listening, prospectus chapter lo only 2 concepts are example important. First, 60% to 70% is prospectus types. Next one, liabilities. Next one, liabilities. Later, allotment, 1 or 2 sections are there. We have to read that and complete this, and we'll go to share capital. Listening? Another 15-20 minutes I will spend. Half an hour I will spend on this. Remaining half an hour I will complete the remaining criminal and civil liability, 6-7 sections and over. Please read that. Document containing offer of securities for sale to be deemed as a prospectus. Read this. 2 minutes time I will give. Read it properly. Have you read? Have you read? Tell me what is the difference between the first one and the second one? That is also offer for sale. This is also offer for sale. How come both are different, and what is the difference between that and this? That's a question. Okay? Listen carefully. In that section, who is the medium between members of the company and Public. Answer. Company A medium. Here, company is going for public offer. Company is going for. Here, members are not selling. Company A is selling the shares. Company A is issuing the shares. But there is a difference. How this difference will come? Listen carefully. See here. This section came with similar ideology of cinema promotion type. Whenever in the recent times, the last maybe 6-7 years, if you take, maybe from Bahubali it started the trend. Having one popular star from another language, put him in the movie. That state also, sensation will slowly start. Are you understanding or not? Like that, they started bringing the actors from other industries as well, though there is no actual need. Okay, that is always obviously it is for the promotion of their movie. At the end of the day, commercially movie should be successful. Likewise, commercial company also should be successful. Are you understanding? When movie has one intention, this particular thing also have the same intention. Bahubali don't require Kicha Sudeep, but Bangalore market. Are you understanding or not? Like that, Pushpa may not require Fahad Fazil. You can have best alternative from Telugu, but they will not, because we need appearance in other language as well. Triple R don't require Ajay Devgan, but still we need to have. Listening? So likewise, you take Salar, we don't require Prithviraj Sukumaran. Take another movie, we don't want him. We can have other alternatives in the local language as well. Okay? Sorry. Listen, I am explaining. Okay? Why we will have promotion? In their language, if they speak, there will be some sanctity. People will believe more. Are you understanding or not? If Fahad Fazil stands on stage and says this is a very good movie, if 1,000 people will come, then 10,000 people will come. Are you understanding or not? If Ajay Devgan stands on stage and says that this is a fantastic movie, I am a part of the team. If Alia Bhatt says that, if 1 lakh people has to come, listening to their words, 10 lakh people will come. That extra edge will be there because of involvement. At that point only, these producers or directors or movie ones. Same way, companies also same like that they are thinking. I will go to the public directly. Maybe public will accept me. But if I go through the promotion of a proper channel, if proper person says about me, my sale value will increase, my public value also will increase. Are you understanding the point or not? With that ideology, this started. Clear everyone? Answer, yeah. See here, there is one income tax book, Vinod K. Singhania. Directly from that book, income tax questions will come in exam. 65 to 70% of the questions in your exam, ditto will come from Vinod K. Singhania book in income tax. Are you understanding or not? Now, people will search in Amazon. What is this book? How can I buy? Okay? If I tell you, buy that book, definitely 60% questions will come from that. At least 10% of the students will think about it and buy or not. Why? Because a person who cleared CA and have knowledge in this area said that, why can't we try? You are going on road, some person came to you and said, purchase Vinod K. Singhania book, you will get questions. Means, who are you? Who are you? Suddenly you are coming and you are saying out of nowhere, buy that book, buy this book. We don't care. From this, what is the logic? If request or advice comes from a person having some level of sanctity, people will think. Same happens also with the companies. Listening or not? S.S. Rajamouli can't promote Bahubali without help of Bollywood at the time. Now he is having worldwide appearance. I am not talking about that. At that time, when initially he started his journey, he required one person from Bollywood. That person happens to be Karan Johar. He helped him in all the ways at that time with his production house, Dharma Productions. Same thing happens also in company. Public issue number 1 is always a prestige to the company. That should not be a flaw. My IPO should be super success. But the problem is, people don't know who I am. One person should be there for me to tell about me and my performance. Who is that fellow? Investment bankers. Who is that fellow? Investment bankers. In India, there are a lot of investment bankers are there. I will tell 5 names. Popular 5 names I will tell. Number 1, Axis Capital. Axis Bank related. Axis Capital. Second one, Edelweiss Advisory. You might not listen to this. Third one, Invesco, an investment banking company. Tata Capital, Tata Group related. After that, Kotak Securities, SBI Cap Securities, In Time Capital, like this, LinkedIn Time, or Zerodha, Upstocks. These all people are worth in India. People believe in these entities. Therefore, what these companies will do, see there. Shall we continue? 2 minutes I will explain. After that you see the notes. Every point will have a meaning and sense. See here. Please listen. See here now. There are please listen. There are 3 parties. Number 1, company. Number 2, issue house. Number 3 will be public. Previously, who are the persons? Members, company and public. Now who are they? Company, issue house and public. How it will work? See screen. Company will issue prospectus. Prospectus contains what? Complete details about the company and its future prospects also will be there. Means in the coming future, what it wanted to achieve, we call it mission and vision, also will be there in the prospectus. Are you all with me listening? Yes, tell me, what we are issuing? What we are issuing? Who issued? Issued to whom? Issue house is the promotion person here. This issue house will read the prospectus, understand the company, take 15-20 days time. Expert team will be allocated. They will observe your balance sheet P&L in the last 5 years. And then they will tell that, company, you are a very good company. People don't know about you, that's all. We will promote you. We will promote you. Are you understanding or not? Like that all, simple line. Just now I told you one example. Even at the time of Bahubali, Rajamouli is not that popular at that time. Are you understanding or not? Seeing what Karan Johar might have promoted so confidently about him, seeing his past movies. Are you understanding or not? I know him when I am at the age of around 12 years, 13 years, I saw him for the first time. Because he was also born in the same place where I was born in Andhra Pradesh. So, 12, 13 years, when I am 12, he made his first debut movie with Junior NTR. So he made his first movie. That became super duper hit. Second movie he made with Junior NTR again. That became 1 year movie. Again it became industry hit at that time. After that 9 movies he made. 9 movies, 9 industry hits there. After that Bahubali started. Therefore, Karan Johar might have seen the track record of him. How he makes movie, what is his way of doing it. So, super success director in the world now. So, seeing all these things, they promoted. And he proved the track record. Multi-times, multi-folded. Worldwide he became popular. Are you understanding? That means, to prove the issue house, your track record should prove. So, this company is very good company. But public may not know about me. One person promoted me. Who is that fellow? Issue house. How you promoted? Because he saw your track record of last 5 years and then he will do. Issue house will ask the company, how much money do you want? Company said, I want 100 crores. Issue house will give rupees 100 crores. Sorry, 100 crores will leave away. Issue house has to give money to the company. Okay, I will draw this way, you can understand more easily. Shall we? See here. Issue house took the prospectus, believed in the company. Now, issue house will tell to the public by way of a everyone offer for sale. How, what it will offer? Offer the shares for sale. So from where issue house is getting the shares? Prospectus is issued, company will issue what? Shares to the issue house. Shares to the issue house. Worth how many crores? 100 crores worth shares. Company will give to the issue house. Issue house taking all those shares on hand, make a public announcement saying that I have 100 crore worth shares belonging to X Limited. I read the prospectus personally. Fantastic company. This company is expected to reach sky high in the next 5 years. Like that, they will start making advertisement in their websites. Listening or not, everyone? How they producers will promote our movie by putting in Instagram, tagging the directors, etc. Like that, these people also will do the promotion in the finance magazines. Who? Issue house. Understood point? Tell me one by one. Who issued prospectus? Answer. Bad response, everyone. Next, issue house will take the. Who issued shares? Issued shares to whom? Issue house will subscribe to the shares. It will pass on to the public. How it pass on? By way of offer for. Who gave offer for sale? To whom? Now public will subscribe, believing on the issue house words. Okay. Now see what will happen. Public subscribe to the shares. They will pay the consideration of how much? 100 crore. Of how much? This 100 crore rupee will be passed on to whom? Company. Company ki what they will do is 100 crore minus commission they will transfer. Minus commission. Issue house will do all these free of cost. It will charge some commission. That means I will receive gross consideration, net consideration. What is gross consideration? Not in this class. Tell me, what is the gross consideration? 100 crore. What is the net consideration? 100 crores minus commission is a net consideration. So company at the end will receive gross consideration or net consideration? Answer. This commission will be on the basis of a agreement. On the basis of agreement, they will agree how much commission to charge. Okay, they will agree, and then commission will be charged. Balance only will be available. That balance we call it as a net consideration. Up to here, everyone understood the point clearly? Tell me first, one by one. Who issued shares? Sorry. Who issued prospectus? Who read the prospectus? Who got the confidence? It offered what? Shares. For what? Purchase or sale? Sale. By whom? Start again. Nice response. Tell me, who issued the prospectus? Issued prospectus to whom? And also issued what? Worth how much? Issue house subscribed, gave to public. How it gave to public? Road me they stand in, they will give the shares. They will make an offer for sale. Offer for sale will be done orally a document. Offer for sale will be a document given by to the belonging to the shares of who will subscribe. What they give? That consideration is called as gross consideration. What they will deduct on the basis of a agreement, and then it will give back to the company. This all transaction happens or not? Now tell me. Point is what they wanted to tell you this section. See here. This issue house can be company, LLP, partnership firm, anything it can be. But this is a company. Issue house can be. If you listen, you can't understand this. Please listen carefully. Issue house can be a company or LLP all partnership firm. But this first party must be a company only. Issue house is not a company. Issue house can be anyone. Okay, now tell me, who gave offer for sale? To whom? This offer for sale will be deemed as a prospectus. This is offer for sale will be deemed as a prospect. Any misstatements in this offer for sale, who will be liable? Who will be liable? Issue house. If it is a company, directors, LLP, partners, partnership firm, partners will be liable. That's what you wanted to tell in that section. Everyone understood the point clearly? Yeah? Tell me, issue process, like if misstatements are there, who will be liable? Answer. Wrong answer. If the prospectus mistakes are there, this company will become liable. Offer for sale mistakes ki issue house is liable. Understood? This is what they wanted to tell in that section. Now answer my question. Actually, who wanted to issue the shares? Issue house wanted to issue the shares. Who wanted? But will public subscribe if directly company goes to the public? No. Therefore, with a view to allot shares to the public, I took a medium. Who is that medium? There he wanted to tell. Where a company allots or agree to allot any securities of company with a view to all or any of the securities being offered for sale to the public. That means, see here, company allotted shares to? Company allotted shares to. With a view that company will, with a view that issue house will become the member, with a view to allot it back to the public. Again start. Who allotted? Allotted to whom? Issue house will again re-allot a sale. Already allotment completed. Who received allotment? It will now go for allotment sale. So therefore, read again. Where company allots or agrees to allot any securities of the company with a view to all or any of those securities being offered for sale to the public, any document by which offer for sale to the public is made shall be deemed as a prospectus issued by the company. Remaining everything is same. All enactments, liabilities applicable to the normal prospectus will apply also to the offer for sale given by the company. All this nonsense is same. As up to here, everyone understood the concept clearly. Next, we will company will issue shares. Shares to whom? To whom? Issue house will sell them to what? If it has to sell, sale has to be completed within 6 months. Within how many months? 6 months. If it is not completed within 6 months, issue house will become the member. That risk is also there for issue house. For taking that risk, they will charge commission. Understood the point or not? Read. For the purposes of this act, unless contrary is proved, it is being evidence that allotment of or agree to allot the securities with view to being offered for sale to the public, it is shown that an offer of securities or any of them for sale to the public was made within a period of 6 months and whole consideration has not been received. Why whole consideration will not be received? Why whole consideration is not received? We will deduct a commission. That way we will receive whole consideration, net amount of consideration, net amount of consideration. Understood? Next, this all payment of commission, issue of shares, everything is a contract. It's an agreement. It's a agreement. Tell the time and place where the contract or agreement can be inspected. Can be inspected. In case issue house is a firm, who will be liable? LLP? Company? That's what you want to tell here. Where a person making an offer, who is the person making an offer? Issue house. Relates to company or a firm, it shall be sufficient. It is signed on behalf by 2 directors, and if it is a partnership firm or LLP, not less than 1/2 of the partners. Means who should sign? Issue house should sign on offer for sale. If it is a company, 2 directors have to sign. Other than company like LLP or firm means not less than one half of the partners. Write down the notes. Sir, fastly I completed, but understood the essence of this section clearly. Yeah. Write down. Question is asked 3 times in exam. So mark it important. This item chance is there for section 25. Write down. Where a company, first point number 1. Keep the heading. Point number 1. When section gets attracted, first you should know that. When section gets attracted, question mark below, write down. Where the company allots, or agree to allot any securities to a issue house with a view to offer the securities for sale, the section will get attracted. This section will get attracted. Okay, so when section is attracted, we understood. Next, point number 2. The OFS document means what? The OFS document shall be OFS document shall be deemed as a prospectus. OFS document shall be deemed as a prospectus. Next point number 3. Write down what is point 3 we are going to write. If it is deemed as a prospectus, what will happen? If it is deemed as prospectus, write down all the rules and liabilities. All the rules and liabilities as are applicable for prospectus shall be applicable for offer for sale, OFS. Shall be applicable for offer for sale or OFS document. Okay. Next one. Point number 1 or 2 or 3? 4. Write down. Number 4. Evidence of OFS under section 25. Sir, OFS 25 and 28, how to bifurcate? That is 28. This is 25. How anyone will know that it is an offer for sale under that section of this section? From this we will know. Evidence. Okay, underline. What you have written? Evidence of offer for sale under section 25. Underline that. Right down. Offer for sale to the public. Offer for sale to the public shall be completed. Within 6 months of allotment. Within 6 months of allotment. Number 2. Whole consideration is not received by the company. whole consideration is not received by the company. Next one. Number evidence over. Evidences, two evidences. Okay. Next one. 5. Point number 5. Tell me and write. If it is issue house, can be either company or a LLP or a firm. If it is company, how many has to sign on offer document? 2 directors. If it is a partnership firm, not less than 1/2 of the total partners. Write down. The offer for sale document, OFS document, shall be signed by the OFS document shall be signed by 2 directors in case of a company. 2 directors in case of a company. Not less than 1/2 of the partners in case of firm. Not less than 1/2 of the partners in case of firm. One half of the partners in case of firm. Firm means any firm, either limited liability partnership firm or normal partnership firm, anything. Shall we continue? What is the type of prospectus we completed now? Deemed prospectus, second type we completed. First one, normal offer for sale, we completed. Next, through issue house also we completed. What are the 3 sections we completed? Red herring prospectus, offer for sale, deemed prospectus also completed. Shall we go to the next one? What is the next one? Abridged prospectus. Dead easy. Just 2 minutes we complete it. Please come over to 33. Okay. Listen first. Let me first explain you the logic of this abridged prospectus. After that you read, it makes sense. Listen. Whenever you go for public offer, you will accept money in application, allotment, first call, like that we will take money or not. What are the 5 stages of taking the capital? First stage, application. Second stage, third stage. You don't know the stages of raising capital. First stage, application. Second stage, allotment. First call, second call, final call. Like that we will raise the money. Clear? First one is why it is called as application money? Because you will take that money at the time of filling the application form. Okay. Today this concept is not there. Today everything is done online and no one is raising money in parts. Full money we are raising at once. But when this concept is there in India once upon a time, how they use it to do? They will issue application form. You have to fill the application form. Last page of the application form will be last page of application. Simply I will tell you, see here. They will give a prospectus. They will give a prospectus. Okay. Prospectus to the back side, end of the side, perforated pages will be there. Perforated pages means it will be like a old movie ticket. They used to tear one part. Dotted line will be there. Perforation will be there. Holes. It will be easy to tear it. Like the perforated pages will be there. Prospectus will be given a last page of a prospectus. Application form will be attached. Okay. They used to read the entire prospectus. If you like the company, fill this application form. Listening? They will fill the application form and they used to post it to the company. Understood? Post it along with a DD or with account pay check. They will pin that, fold it, put it in an envelope, send it to the company address. Company will take all these things, present the check for payment, and then they will tell shares are allotted in your name. Like that once upon a time it used to be done. On that basis they have written this section. Today this concept is no more applicable, but still syllabus slate is there, I have to tell. Point number 1. Company issued what? Prospectus. 400-500 pages prospectus will be there. Last page of the prospectus will be application form. Application form you will write. You will write your name, everything. Okay? Attach the DD or a check, fold it, envelope, send to the company. To what this is attached? Just now I said you forgot. This application will be at the last page of what? Prospectus. How many pages it will be? 400-500 pages. Who will read all those nonsense? Huh? Who will read all nonsense? People are not interested to read your 500-600 pages Mahabharata now. They have so many works to do, they don't read. Therefore, this section says that whenever company wanted to issue application form, you will attach application form to a prospectus or not? That prospectus to which you are attaching this application form should not be a full prospectus, should be a abridged prospectus. Should be a... What is abridged? Yesterday, accounts of company law we saw salient features of financial statements. Like that abridged prospectus will contain salient features of the main prospectus. Contains the salient features of main prospectus. Whatever main prospectus is there, 500 pages. Main contents of that I will put in this abridged prospectus. Restricted to 10 pages as per rule. SEBI rule is there. Abridged prospectus number of pages should not go beyond 10. 11th page application form is attached. Which page? 11th page. Listening everyone, even till today, same concept is running. 10 pages abridged prospectus. 10th page they are giving QR code. Once upon a time application form, so perforated pages are there. Now nothing is there like that. Directly they are giving the QR code. Scan this QR code, that's all over. Or you understand? Directly they will take to the payment gateway. If you want to pay for the application money, transaction is completed. Today that is how it is happening. Today everything QR codes, scanning, payment. 1 minute you are going to do all this. Once upon a time, this is how the procedures are. As understood the concept clearly, tell me what we are filling. Can application form be given independently? Never you should tell. Never you should give. Application form should form part of the prospectus. When you attach application form to that prospectus should be full prospectus or abridged. That's the point in this particular section. Number 1 understood. However, prospectus is not required. Everyone repeat. Prospectus is not required in 2 cases. Case number 1. If you are going to issue the shares to your members only. What is the name of this chapter? Prospectus. Correct? In depreciation accounting standard, you might have heard retrospective. Retrospective means going forward, going back. Going back is called as a retro. Okay? Retrospect. Going forward is called as prospect. Prospectus means we are issuing shares to the persons who are not our members. Therefore, if the issue of shares is made to the existing members of company, it will become retrospectus. What chapter we are reading? Prospectus. That's why prospectus does not apply if you are issuing to the existing members or issuing the shares which belong to the same class of shares already issued. This meaning we will see in share capital chapter. So did you understand what I said now? Read this. No form of application for purchase of any securities of a company shall be issued unless such a form is accompanied by abridged prospectus. That means, can you accept money in the form of application form without attaching it to a prospectus? No. Which prospectus again? Red herring, shelf, abridged. Next one. Nothing in this section shall apply in case of underwriting agreements not offered to the public. That means you are issuing to the public and not issuing to the public. Not. Means you are issuing to your existing member. They already know about your company. No need to give again. Clear everyone in the class? Write down the points. Keep the heading. Application forms for securities. Issue of application form for securities. Section 33. Never tested till now, and I don't even think that this will be tested. But there in the syllabus, let us read. Okay, write down. Point number 1. Point number 1. A share application form cannot be issued. A share application form cannot be issued. A share application form cannot be issued unless it is accompanied by a abridged prospectus. Unless it is accompanied by a abridged prospectus. Completed? Number 2. Issue of prospectus is not required in 2 cases. Namely, issue of prospectus is not required in 2 cases. Namely, below write down A. Okay. Issue of shares in a underwriting agreement. Issue of shares in a underwriting agreement. Issue of shares in a underwriting agreement. Number 2. Shares are offered not to the public. Shares are offered not to the public. Shares are offered not to the public. Completed? These are the important points in this. What is the next prospectus? How many prospectus we completed? Totally 4. Letting, offer for sale, deemed, abridged. All these are completed. What is the next one? Shelf and information memorandum are in one section only, 31. Write down. Keep the heading. Shelf prospectus and information memorandum. Shelf prospectus and information memorandum. Shelf prospectus and information memorandum. Okay now? This is a easy section only. Please listen once. Once you understand dead easy section, listen. A company is there. Shall we? Listen. A company is there. Firstly, I will complete 2 minutes la concept, 2 minutes la answer we will write. Listen carefully. There is a company. That company proposes to go for 4 public offers during a year. How many public offers? 4 different public offers for 4 different projects. It has 4 projects. One flyover project, one bridge construction project, one very big, landmark construction project, and second one is a dam construction project. 4 projects are opened for a same company. For all the 4 projects, I wanted to go for different public offers. Listening everyone? Now listen. In the same 1 year time, I am going for how many public offer? 4. Public offer is made by same company or different company? What? Same company. Means already if I issue one prospectus, in that prospectus last 5 years, what I have done, everything I will give in the prospectus or not? I am only going for another project. What will change in the prospectus? Because person is essentially the same. Therefore, when a company is having an intention to go for multiple public offers in the same year, one time you issue the prospectus, keep it in the shelf. Whenever I want, I will take that only. That's why the name came as a shelf prospectus. Validity period will be 1 year. Shelf life is 1 year. Understood the point or not? And they over, nothing is there. But there is one small point here to catch. Listening? Today, April. 1 year means next March end. Listening? Sir, take today is April 1st. 1 year means 31st of March. That means if I issue a shelf prospectus today, on the basis of that shelf prospectus, I can make any number of public offers for a period of 1 year. Listening? 1 year completed, this will expire. Again, you have to give another shelf. So shelf prospectus, shelf life is 1 year, not from financial year, not from calendar year. 1 year from the first offer. 1 year from? Today, what is the date? April 8th. Technically, if you want answer, till April 7th it will be valid. Till April 7th of next year that will be valid. Validity period will be 1 year from the date of first issue. 1 year from the date of? Not one calendar year, not one financial year. 1 year from the date of opening of the first offer. From there 1 year will start. In this 1 year time, you issue whatever number of public offers you want to make. Listening? Now tell me. Prospectus will contain full details about a company. Prospectus will contain full details about the company. Every single detail they will write. Who are your directors? Okay? Old directors. Who are the promoters? 500 pages means you can imagine everything about the company will be there. Problem started now. Today is April 8th. I am making my 4th public offer on Feb 6th of 2025. Example, Feb 6th, 2025 means it is almost 10 months after, correct or not? In this 10 months time, from April to February, 2 directors are removed. Company has taken huge loans for which assets are kept as a charge. So many important things happened in that period, which will be there in the prospectus or will not be there in the prospectus. Any important things happen after the shelf prospectus is registered will be given in the form of information memorandum. Understood the point or not? That's all, answer completed. This is what they wanted to tell. Did you understand the logic clearly? Tell me, when shelf prospectus will be useful? When a company intended to go for one public offer or more than one public offer. In a period of 1 year will start from first offer of securities. Okay, you need to again and again give the prospectus. Same prospectus will continue. Shelf life is, that's why they call it as a shelf prospectus. Understood the content clearly? Next point, any changes happened, important changes which are not already there in that. In what form we have to give it to ROC? Information memorandum. New charges created, new directors appointed, anything which affect the company not covered in the main prospectus, it is your responsibility to file it with ROC in the form of information memorandum. 2 minutes time I will give. Read and confirm whether all the points are there or not. Fast, fast, fast. Have you read that or not? Every point what I discussed is there or not? Next one also you read. Okay, no? Completed? Have you read this or not? Write down in the notes. Easy or difficult? Dead easy concept. If you understand properly, 1 minute you can write in exam also. Not a problem. Write down. Shelf prospectus. Write down. Shall we? Write down. Shelf prospectus. Point number 1. A company may file SP. In this topic, SP means shelf prospectus. Every time don't write that. A company may file SP with ROC. A company may file SP with ROC. At what time you should file? Last offer or first offer? At the stage of first offer of securities. At the stage of first offer of securities. Number one. Number two. Shelf prospectus is valid for a period. Shelf prospectus is valid for a period not exceeding 1 year from the date of first offer. Valid for a period of 1 year from the date of first offer. Next point number 3. During that 1 year, no further prospectus is required. During that 1 year, no further prospectus is required. Next point, point number 4. Every company issuing SP, every company issuing SP shall file IM. Shall file IM. What is IM? Shall file IM containing the details of charges created, changes in financial position, etc. etc. with the ROC. With the ROC. Okay? So that's all. Those are the important contents in shelf prospectus and information memorandum. So tell me, how many points completed? How many? 4. That's a 3 marks or 4 marks question that can come in exam. Those are the important contents. With this, as I said, the most important area in this particular chapter, what is the most important area? Types of prospectus is successfully completed. Next area. How many sections how many section types you complete? 6. Okay. Next, another 6 sections are there. Those are talking about liabilities for misstatements. What is it? Liabilities for misstatement. See the screen once. See the screen. Fatafat we will complete. 2 minutes for each. Concentrate properly. I am not going to spend hours of time on this because these are all penalty provisions. Actually, I need not discuss. But why I am discussing? Not to tell about amounts, to tell about the concept relating to that. Shall we start? What is the concept we are reading now? Liabilities for misstatement. If you do nonsense in the prospectus, if you write false statements in prospectus, if you eliminate or if you omit true statements in prospectus, what will happen is a question here. Listening? Before writing that, before reading this, see there. What is the section number? Next, 34 criminal liability, 35 civil liability, 36 punishment, 37 action by affected persons, 38 punishment for personation. These are all the various sections. After that, I told you allotment related part. The allotment sections are there. Listening? With that chapter will be completed. So main areas are only 2 here. Number 1, types of prospectus. Number 2, liabilities for misstatement. Number 3, allotment related. Remaining are optional sections. If you want, you read. Am I clear? So, criminal liability, civil liability, expected question in exam. Therefore, let us first concentrate on that. Listen. Everyone concentrate, see the screen. Where a prospectus issued, circulated or distributed under this chapter includes any statement which is untrue or misleading in any form or context in which it is included, or where any inclusion or omission of any matter is likely to mislead, every person who authorizes the prospectus shall be liable under section number 447. Let us read first. Provided that nothing in this section shall apply to a person if he proves that such a statement or omission was immaterial, or he had reasonable grounds to believe and did up to the time of issue of prospectus believe that statement was true or inclusion or omission was necessary. Read. This time 99% question will come between 34 to 38. 100%, not even 99. Reason I will tell you, last 4 attempts lo types of prospectus came. Last 4 attempts, types of prospectus came. This is the first attempt for the new syllabus. They will definitely change the pattern. 34 to 38, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. If you leave, go in the... Read. First read. Okay. First point, tell me. My prospectus is a proper prospectus or improper prospectus? Improper prospectus. What makes it improper? Either you are making a untrue statement. Okay, or it is misleading me. It is misleading. There is a case law. What happens in that case law is a company said that we are issuing dividends to the shareholders. When I say distribution of dividends to shareholder, what you will think? It is a loss-making company, a profit-making company. Nothing I said. I said my company is paying good dividends every year. What you will think? Profitable or non-profitable? But it is non-profitable. Do you know what happened? That company is paying dividends out of reserves and surplus, not out of the profits. Means dividends are really paid. True statement. But the way in which you are projecting, people are thinking that you paid out of profits. But really you paid out of? This is a case law called as Rex versus Kilsent. One very popular case law found in your stream material. R-E-X, Rex versus Kilsent. K-Y-L-S-A-N-T. Kilsent. Rex versus Kilsent. That's a case law name. In that case law, what happened is, there is a company. That company in the prospectus said that we are giving dividends to the shareholders in the past 5 years. People believed that and they subscribed to the shares. They incurred huge loss and they didn't get the dividends. Later they came to know that dividends are paid. That is true. But the fact that dividends are not paid out of the profit, but they are paid out of reserves and surplus is said or not said? Now tell me, I made a false statement or true statement? True statement I made. But along with that, what I have done? Omitted a true statement. That true statement which you have omitted is having impact on my investment or not? I will ask you 2 questions, answer. Hello, listen please. I have 2 questions to ask you. Tell me. Point number 1. I said like this. My company paid dividends over last 5 years. You will invest. My company paid dividends in the last 5 years. But sad thing is, I made losses over last 5 years. I paid out of reserves and surplus. Tell me. In these 2 cases, which makes you happy? First or second? First. Second one, will you care about the company? Answer, yeah. No. Because one day or the other reserves will be completed or not. Therefore, you are never attracting the people. First point number 1, everyone understood clearly the point or not? That means sustainability is not there in your company. Today you will pay. 1 year after you will pay. After that, these reserves will be completed or not. At that time, you will become begging on street. This year you will pay, next year you will pay. After that, what we will do? Understood the concept or not? So therefore, tell me, that statement which you did not tell, the statement which you concealed, the statement which you omitted is having impact on my investment or not? Because of you, we are cheated or not? Because of that, persons who signed on prospectus will be liable under 447. Liable under? Write down, sir. Heading you keep first. Entire set of topics will contain one name. Write down. Liabilities under this chapter. Liabilities under this chapter. Liabilities under this chapter. In that first one, write down. Legal rules for prospectus. Legal rules for prospectus. Underline. Below write down. A. Prospectus should project. Prospectus should project the company as a whole. Should contain, should project the company as a whole. Point number 2, the B. Point B. Prospectus should contain all true statements and shall not omit any true statements. How much important is making a true statement? That much important is not omitting the true statement also. What you have done? Prospectus should contain all true statement, means it should not contain false statement, and it should not even omit true statements. Next point. Point number C. C. Omission of any matter. Omission of any matter. Omission of any matter. Whatsoever remote, means whatever small thing it is, that's the meaning. Omission of any matter, whatsoever remote. Remote means negligible. Whatsoever remote shall make the prospectus misleading. Shall make the prospectus misleading. Shall make the prospectus misleading. Everyone, return the point up to here. Number D. Number D. Number D. In the case of Rex versus Kilsent, in the case of Rex versus Kilsent, it is decided that Rex versus Kilsent, it is decided that omission of a true statement, omission of a true statement that dividends are paid out of reserves. Omission of a true statement that dividends are paid out of reserves made the prospectus misleading. Made the prospectus misleading. Full stop. That's all. This is a general topic here. This is not a section. To make you understand, I have given the notes. From here, our main subject will start. Keep the heading. Criminal liability for misstatement in prospectus. Criminal liability in misstatements in prospectus. Criminal liability for misstatements in prospectus. Okay. Number 1. When section gets attracted, when section gets attracted, okay, when it will get attracted, can you please tell me? If it includes any statement which is true or untrue, write down A in that first point, or A or one sub point. Okay. When statement contains any untrue statement, when prospectus contains any untrue statement. Next point. When section gets attracted, when prospectus contains any untrue statement. Second point. When prospectus is misleading in form or context. When prospectus...
Please let me know if I can reach out to anyone for you.
Shut up. So what you have written? When prospectus is misleading in any form or context. When prospectus is misleading in any form or context. Next point. When prospectus omits any matter which is likely to mislead. When prospectus omits any matter which is likely to mislead. In all these three cases, what will happen? Criminal liability will get attracted. Below write down. Point A completed. B. Result. What will happen if you do like that? Write down. Persons authorizing the prospectus shall be liable under section. Persons authorizing the prospectus shall be liable under section. Persons authorizing the prospectus shall be liable under section 447. 447. Next, C. Protection to whom? Who will be protected from this? That means from the liability, who will be protected? Listen carefully. How to understand this? See here. There is a director. That director did not attend the board meetings when that prospectus is approved. When that prospectus is approved, that board meeting is not there. So that director is not there in the board meeting. He didn't authorize that. He don't know. Listening or not? But the problem is, when the resolution is passed by board of directors, it will be treated that all directors have authorized it. Example, I will tell you. There are two candidates standing for the election. Two candidates standing for national election or state election. X and Y are standing. I voted for X. You voted for Y. Okay? Y win the election, he became CM. He is a CM for you. He is a CM also for me. Also for me, I cannot tell, I didn't vote for him, therefore he is not my CM. Majority approval will be taken as everyone's approval. Understood the point? Likewise, board of directors approval received means you can't tell that only one director approved, all the directors will be responsible for that, correct or not? But one of the directors said like this, I didn't attend the board meeting on that day. I am not in this country at all at that time. Because of that, I could not authorize it. Listening, Therefore, please don't attack this criminal liability on me. Like this, if a director can explain the court, then court may excuse him from the liability under 447. May, not shall. It is may. If you can prove that, what you have to prove, that statement or omission was immaterial, is immaterial, that omission is not that much great. Okay, either you should prove that or read. He had a reasonable ground to believe or did up to the belief that statement made was true or omission was necessary. That means you don't know that this is relevant. If you can prove that in the court, maybe protection is available. Right on. Protection to whom? Right on. Any person who proves that, any person who proves that, any person who proves that statement or omission is immaterial, statement or omission is immaterial. Below write down. Second point. Any person who proves that, any person who proves that he has a reasonable ground to believe, he has a reasonable ground to believe, that statement is true, statement is true, or omission is necessary, or omission is necessary. That's all. With this we completed the first one. What is the first topic we completed? Criminal liability. I said we are going to read 5 sections in this. First one is criminal liability. Second one, civil liability. Civil liability is much times important than criminal liability. Right down. Skip the next point. Topic number 2. Civil liability for misstatements in prospectus. Civil liability for misstatements in prospectus. Civil liability for misstatements in prospectus. Shall we continue? Listen, what is the difference between civil liability and criminal liability? Question number 1. What is the difference between civil liability and criminal liability? That's the first question to be answered. Criminal liability means you will be liable for a imprisonment, you will be liable for a fine. Where? Criminal liability. Civil liability la fines, penalties, punishments will not be there. Compensations will be there. What will be there? Compensation will be there. Because of you, who incurred loss? You gave misstatements in prospectus, believing that to be true, public subscribe to the shares. Answer, yeah. After subscribing to the shares, they incurred loss. Who incurred loss? Public incurred loss. Who incurred loss? Public incurred loss because of misstatements in your prospectus. They incurred loss because of your wrong or not. Compensate them from the loss that is being caused. That is a concept here. Civil liability is not about punishment. Civil liabilities are talking about compensation for the wrong done. Understand the point or not? Mark it most important. 90% chance is there. May 24 the question can come from civil liability. Write down. Before that, please read subsection 1 up to here. Subsection 1 up to here. Read. Where? Read out. Where a person has subscribed for securities of a company acting on any statement. Stop. Again. Where a person has subscribed to what? Securities. Normally, believing on the statement. Believing on the statement included or the inclusion or omission of any matter in the prospectus which is misleading, and because of that what happened? Sustained any loss or damage as a consequence. Then the section gets attracted. Understood the point or not? Right on. Keep heading. When section gets attracted, first you should know that. When section gets attracted. When section gets attracted. Right on. Where a person has subscribed to the securities. Where a person has subscribed to the securities acting on any statement, acting on any statement or inclusion, acting on any statement or inclusion or omission, acting on any statement or inclusion or omission, believing it to be true, it to be true, and what happened? And suffered what? And suffered a loss or damage, and suffered a loss or damage. What is the important word in the entire point there? Subscribe. Do you know what does it mean? If you buy from stock market and incurred loss, I am not responsible. Directly from company, if you subscribe, then only section gets attracted. In the brackets write down, like that only questions will come. If shares are not subscribed but purchased from stock market, if shares are not subscribed but purchased through stock market, protection is not available. Protection is not available. Okay? Completed, huh? Next point. Next point. How many points completed? 1 point you completed. What is the first point you have written? When section gets attracted. In that, how many points you have written? 1 point. Where a person has subscribed to the securities of a company, acting on any statement, inclusion or omission, believing it to be true, and suffered a loss or damage. Brackets also written. Next, point number 2. Who will be liable? Who will be liable? Write down the list. A. Underline that. Who will be liable? Underline. Write down. A. Director. B. Promoter. C. Expert. D. Any person who authorized the prospectus. E. Proposed directors. Proposed directors. Okay, these people are liable. Next, point number 3. What is the liability? What is the liability? Write down. What is the liability? Underline that below, write down. Pay compensation to every person. Pay compensation to every person who has suffered loss or damage. Who has suffered loss or damage. Who has suffered loss or damage. Okay? Next, over. That is what required from the exam's point of view. Read those points carefully. Okay? Next one, next section. Keep the heading. Punishment for fraudulently inducing a person to invest money. See the heading on the screen. Punishment for fraudulently inducing a person to invest money. Okay? Sir, what is this concept? Listen. These all concepts started with practical difficulties we are seeing on everyday basis. Recently, maybe you know or not, let me explain. SEBI chairman is there. Okay, she is a lady who has a good knowledge on stock markets. Okay, Madhabi Puri Bash, her name. Sir, okay, leave her name. Some person is there who is the SEBI chief, okay, chairman of the SEBI. She made one statement. If any Instagram influencer wanted to speak any nonsense about the stock markets on Instagram and wanted to give any advices, okay, keep your advices fold, keep it with you. Shut your mouth and sit. If you want to give any advices, show your certificate to the public and then give advices. 6 months back, every dog used to bark on Instagram. Invest on this stock, invest on that. Who the hell are you to tell all this? Are you understanding the point or not? If you have a knowledge, you can tell. You know what is happening? One fellow will make a video. Seeing that change in language, he will do the same. Are you understanding or not? One person will be there, yeah. Okay. This all started with the English Instagram channels first. Okay. One person will be there. He will do something. Our idiots also will recreate the same in our local language. Are you understanding? This became a fashion over a time. Followers are also increasing because of doing all this nonsense. People are getting misleaded. Means what? Some people are literally forcing people, invest in this. Invest, you will get profit guarantee. In next 1 month, price will increase. Who the hell are you to tell? Warren Buffett also may not have that much confidence. You will be confidently saying nonsense on Instagram. She heard everything. And she made one announcement one day. If any person makes any kind of forecast, everyone makes any kind of or any misleading statements or deceptive trading practices anywhere in the social media, he will be liable under section 36 of Companies Act. Liable under 36 of Companies Act. So 36 of Companies Act, if he get attracted, what will happen? Sir? Nothing will happen. Just 7 years imprisonment. Okay, small punishment. That's why all dogs stopped barking. Understood? So, because that's why even though they are giving any advices today, disclaimer is coming. I am not a certified person in stock markets. These are all my opinions only. Once upon a time, not like that. You buy, how profit will not come, I will see. They didn't get profits. He said, yes, that's what I said. How profits will not come, I will see. I said, I am seeing. I am keeping my word. So, this is what once upon a time happening. After that, they thought that people are getting misled by so many idiots who didn't even qualify CA Inter. Are you understanding or not? If you're a professional trader, you should have some qualification. If not, your trade is only like a something on the basis of your experience you are trading. Are you understanding or not? You are, sir, to understand market, at least it takes around 8 to 10 years for any person to understand market with a level of maturity. 1 year or 2 years, so he will invest. By God's grace, some will increase. Wealth will increase. Immediately he will make a video. My wealth before 10 lakh. My wealth after 25 lakh. A bacha also will get sometimes. Lottery ticket, if I get money, that doesn't mean that I am great. Are you understanding or not? Lottery ticket, I win lottery. I invested 500 rupee. I got 1 crore lottery. Example, my greatness. That's a luck factor favored me on that day. Consistency is enough, then I will call that you are having a tactics in markets. So therefore, on all these issues, lawmaker wanted to address with one section. That section happens to be section number 36. 36 says that if you force any investor to invest in the securities of a company, by forecasting, by cheating them, if you force them to invest and they incur loss, number 1 case. That's first. See there. Any person who either knowingly or recklessly, means negligently, continue, makes any statement, promise, forecast which is false, deceptive or misleading, or deliberately conceals any material fact to induce another person to induce means what? Force another person to enter into an agreement, to enter into agreement. Which agreement he entered? You are making other person to enter into agreement. Which agreement? Buy, sell, subscribe, underwrite. Number one. Acquisition means what? Buying. I am an expert. Example, I am forcing that fellow. Are you are having shares of TCS na? Sell them. You sell first. You give me demat account first. I will sell for you. Are today is the highest price. Next 5 years you can't see this price. I am the guarantee. You sell first. How many shares do you have? 1000. 1000 into 4200. You will get bumper offer 4 crore rupees. 42 lakhs. You sell today. He said, sir, I will wait for another 5-6 days. I will see. Hey, you don't know anything. Expert. You sell, I said. Sir, I said, okay, you sell. Next day it became 4,300. Jang. Sir, you said that this is the highest price. Who are you? Yaar Rani? Who are you? I didn't see you before. Who are you? Like this, these people really behave. Like, else why company? A lawmaker will have any personal grudge on you and me. People are doing, they are bringing law on that. Are you understanding the point or not? If you pay income tax properly without being asked, why income tax law? You don't pay, that's why law is there. Law is not there. I said, in your income, pay 30% government. Will you pay? Will you pay? From there you will tell, Mama, bye. So, why you will pay? You will jump after receiving salary. Why anyone will pay? Because law is there, we are forced to pay the tax, or else who will pay tax in India? Are you understanding the point or not? So therefore, see there. Point number 1. Any person who either knowingly or recklessly makes any statement or forecast or promise with the intention to false, deceptive or misleading, conceals any fact and force another person to enter into agreement to buy, sell, subscribe, underwrite. IPOs will go on. Even till today I am seeing some chartered accountants making videos on YouTube saying that this company is going for IPO, I will buy. I will buy means you are indirectly telling your followers you also buy. Are you understanding or not? I will buy this company, I like so much. I have a huge love towards this company. If I got so much like this, if you tell what does it mean indirectly? I invested, I got profits. You also invest. Understood or not? So therefore, acquire, dispose, subscribe, underwrite. Subscribe is for IPO. Acquire is for buying shares from stock market. Dispose is the selling shares. Just now I give example. Next one. Not this agreement now. No, second type. Read. Any agreement, the purpose or pretended purpose of which is to secure a profit to any of the parties from yield of the securities or by reference to the fluctuations in the value of securities. Listen, I will explain what does it mean. There is 2 types of markets. Number 1, equity. Next one is futures and options. Second one, futures and options. Betting will be done. Betting means what? Stock bettings will be done. Technically, it's like a bet, not betting. Like betting, it will look like. Really, share will not be bought. Really, share will not be sold. Really, share will not be bought. Sir, I will bet on IPL. I will bet. Example, I will not. See. IPL I don't see. I will bet on IPL. On some player I will bet. This person will make 50 runs today. I bet on a player means I am buying a player really. I am not buying. It's only fictional. I will tell that if you make 50, okay, you have to pay me 1 lakh. If you do not make 50, I will pay you 1 lakh. This is a betting I have done. Now betting, really that player will come to me. No, fictionally we are doing a trade. Same happens on options and futures. Futures market is there. What will happen? Listen carefully. I said I will buy a share at 100. You sell that, you will sell a share at 100. Both of us entered into agreement. Both of us entered into agreement. Means what? Both of us agreed. Okay, I will buy at 100, you will sell at 100. Maturity date came. Price became 120. Price became 120. Now tell me, I said that I will buy at Answer. You said that we'll sell it. Both of us agreed at 100. On that day price became how much? That means share is at 120, but still I can buy it 100. I'm having a gain of how much? 20. You are having a loss of how much? 20. That's all. Loss and gain only will be settled with the fluctuation in prices. Not only the equity segment, also these. F&O segment, if you bring them in fluctuations, then also section gets attracted. Third one, read. Any agreement for or with a view to obtaining credit facilities from any bank. Sir, why credits are suddenly? Listen, I will tell what happened. See here. Shall we? Banks will come to the so-called experts on social media. Who will come? Banks. They will tell, make video at the starting. Fashion influencers, stock influencers, all these two people on YouTube or Instagram, whatever the case may be, good is there, bad is also equally there. Bad thing about the social media on fashion influencers, so-called, what if I have to tell is, they will promote a dress or attire or something. Middle suddenly shampoo advertisement will come. He will only promote. He will tell that I am not promoting anything, but he will promote. Everything indirectly he will promote. One sunscreen, face cream, hair cream, something he will promote. Likewise, the stock persons also doing the same. They will tell one video. They will make a video on stocks. They will talk for 10 minutes. Suddenly, out of nowhere, they will tell, you wanted to buy the stocks, you can take loan from some XYZ bank. It is offering lesser interest on stock purchases. They will tell. Who asked you? Who asked you? Did I ask you to tell that? Until I don't have idea to take loan and trade, you are telling me to take a loan indirectly. Listening or not? They will tell. If you have any doubts regarding stock purchases, below in the comments box we are giving our expert numbers. You can call. This fellow idiot will call them. They will tell, I wanted to purchase those stocks you said in that video. Immediately will tell that, okay, you take loan from that bank. I will talk with them. At a lesser interest rates, they will do loan. Do you know what will happen if you take loan and trade? You are putting your family on road, footpath almost. Do you know what will happen? If I put my money in shares, maximum what will happen, shall I tell you? My own money is there. Listening? Really, what happened, I will tell you. I invested in LIC shares. Which company? 900 rupees I bought IPO. Do you know how much share price went? 423 rupees it fall. I never felt bad about it because that's my money. What will happen? Instead of getting 900, I will get 420. Correct? Today, do you know what is the share price? I didn't track in the last 1 week. It came to 1100 now. How much? 1100. I waited for 1.5, 2 years I waited. From 420 again it raised slowly. It came to 1100, 1200 now. I wanted to keep it for 30 years. So I don't have any intention to sell. If I take a loan, what will happen? I am forced to pay the loan to the bank. How can I pay? I have to sell them and have to pay. Listen, you are an idiot. You said me to buy the shares, saying that in another 1 month they will raise. Listening to a idiot like you, I purchased the shares. 900 became 400. Bank gave loan on 900, loan on 400, loan on 900. If I sell, how much I will get? 400. Who will pay the remaining? Your grandfather will come and pay. Did you understand the pain of investors? I took a loan on 900 believing in your nonsense statements made on YouTube. After that, suddenly share price came to 420. You are a 420. So now who will pay remaining 500 rupee balance to the bank? Your grandfather will come now. Did you now understand the point? Understood? That's why if you force any person to take loan from the banks to purchase the shares of a company and he incurred loss, first he will be suffering. Next you will suffer. Provided you file a complaint under section number 36. That's how 36 was framed. So did you understand the 36 section intent clearly? There are 3 intents. If any kind of person tries to cheat you on social media or directly by giving nonsense or forecast advices etc. on shares, forcing you to invest in that, 1, 2, 3 he will get attracted, he has gone, provided you file a complaint in the court, or else how court will know? People don't know that there is a section like this. Maximum what they will do, they can't file complaint in the court, they will put comments in the comments box. Are you understanding or not? Maximum what they will do, since they can't do anything, they will put bad comments in comments box. From their grandfather, they will start scolding them. Maximum, that's what they can do. Right now. Right on. Important section. What is the section you have written? Punishment for fraudulently inducing a person to invest money. Section 36. Below, write down. Any person who below, write down again. Knowingly, like some points, knowingly or recklessly, below again, makes any statement, comma, forecast, comma, promise, again below, which is correct or false? False, deceptive, or misleading. Below, come out of that sub-points, right? To induce a person to branch it into 3 parts. To induce a person to branch it into 3 parts. Okay? To branch it into 3 parts. First branch, to induce a person to acquire, brackets la buy, BUI, to acquire, comma, dispose, brackets la sell, comma, subscribe, brackets la IPO, or underwrite. Second branch. Underwrite, second branch. What you have written? Induces any person to, first branch you completed, right? Second branch, induces a person to secure the profits from the fluctuations of values of securities. Secure a profit from the fluctuations of value of securities. Next, third one. Enter into agreement to obtain credit facilities from any bank or financial institution. Below. Second point. What is a liability? Now, if you do like that, what is a liability? That's all right now. What is a liability? Liable under section 447. Liable under section 447. Completed. Next. So this is the completion of which section? Section number 36. 37, 38, 39 just we will discuss. Later you can read. Easy sections, listen carefully. With that we will close. 37 says that, which section? 37 says that, listen, someone cheated you in 36, someone cheated you in 35, someone cheated you in 34. How court will know about that? Unless and until you make a complaint, That's why whoever felt that there is a loss caused to him, he has to come either individually or with a group of investors and file a complaint in the court. They should take a legal action, or else these actions don't get attracted. That's what they want to tell here. Understood the point or not? Next, what is the next section 38? Personation. So simply, personation means you are applying for the subscription of securities in multiple names. My name is R. Koushik Mukhesh. Okay? Initial R. Koushik Mukhesh R. In that name I am applying. Mukesh Koushik R. In that name I am applying. R.K. Mukesh I am applying. Koushik Mukhesh Ramaraju I am applying. Same person using different names he is applying for the securities of a company. That's called as a personation. Person is only one person, but he is pretending as if he is a different person with an intention to cheat. Understanding the point or not? In such case, this section will get attracted. That's called as a personation. Okay? With this, all liability sections are completed. Only one area is remaining. What is that? Procedure for allotment. That is important. Please keep the heading. Last point. After that, I will give a short break again. Right now. Procedure for allotment. Procedure for allotment. That means when you can make allotment. That's the point. Okay? Write down one by one. Procedure for allotment. Point 1. No allotment can be made. No allotment can be made unless minimum amount of subscription is received. Minimum amount of subscription is received. Unless minimum amount of subscription is received. Minimum amount of subscription is received. Number 2. Amount on application form. Amount on application form shall be at least 5% of par value. Shall be 5% of par value. Okay? Next. Point number 3. Point number 3. Application must be received. Application money must be received. Application amount must be received only in the form of check or other instrument. Only in the form of check or other instrument. The reason I will tell you, listen, if application money is not properly received, we have to refund back. If it is received through bank, not to the same bank account, I can refund. Understood the point or not? Next, point number 4. If the minimum subscription is not subscribed within 30 days, if the minimum subscription is not subscribed within 30 days, the company shall refund entire application money. The company shall refund entire application money within next 15 days. Within next 15 days. Within next 15 days. Or else it has to pay interest of. Or else it has to pay a interest of 15% per annum. 15% per annum. Okay, everyone? 15% per annum. Okay, that's all. Lastly, write down. Point number 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5? 5. Underwriting of securities. Underwriting of securities. Branch it into 2 parts. First branch. Underwriting commission on shares. Underwriting commission on shares. Second branch. Underwriting commission on debentures. First one, underwriting commission on shares. Second one, underwriting commission on debentures. First one, underwriting commission on shares. Underwriting commission on shares. You get down arrow, right? Listen, how much underwriting commission you can pay on the shares? 5% of issue value or amount prescribed by AOA, whichever is lower. Whichever is lower. Very, very important question in the exam. Write down. 5% of the issue value or 5% of the issue value or just now I told, or amount fixed by AOA. Amount fixed by AOA, whichever is lower. Whichever is lower. Next, underwriting commission on debentures. 2.5% of issue value (2.5% of issue value) or amount fixed by AOA. Amount fixed by AOA, whichever is lower. That's all. With that, main concepts, 90% of the concepts of the prospect